Hey everyone, in this video I have a really simple and very easy home decor project to show you guys. I'm really excited about this. I really love it. It matches my decor really well, and I hope that you guys will like it too. And if you do, as usual, don't forget to click that little thumbs up button that's just below the video, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel so you keep up with all of my latest videos. And you really want to be doing that because you don't want to miss any of these really awesome projects that I am going to be showing you guys how to do. So today I have, as I said, a really awesome home decor project for you guys, and this is what I'm going to show you how to make. So it's meant to look like a really sort of old wooden drawer, and I've distressed it and everything so that it can really fit in any decor. It looks really great obviously in a farmhouse or rustic decor, but really you can put this in any kind of decor just for a little bit of a shabby chic flair, even in a modern decor. So I'm really excited to show you guys how to do this, and of course have some really great pictures of this on my table at the end of the video. So if you guys want to learn how to do this, then keep watching.
Alright, so let's get right into this tutorial. For this project, you'll only need to buy one board. So just head over to the hardware store and get yourself a 1x4x8. Before I get to the cut list, I just wanted to mention that it's a good idea to measure and cut your pieces out one by one, because each time you make a cut, the width of the blade will be removed from your wood, and then that will just mess up all of the rest of your measurements. And it's very difficult to factor in that small measurement into your measurements. So it's best just to measure and cut your pieces one by one to avoid any frustration and any errors. And if you want more detail on how I planned out and cut all of my pieces according to this plan that you see me showing here, I will have that over on my blog, which will be linked in the description of the video for you guys. So now let's move on to the cut list. The pieces that you'll need to measure out and cut are two pieces measuring 3.5 inches by 16.5 inches, one piece measuring 4 inches by 16.5 inches, and two more pieces measuring 3.5 inches by 5.5 inches. The way to assemble your box pieces is by first taking your bottom piece and laying it flat, and then your two side pieces will go on either side standing upright, and then your front and back pieces will go on the front and the back and will be the width of this box. So all your pieces should fit together this way. And to secure all these pieces together, we're going to use these 1.5 inch smooth finishing nails. And as you can see here, these guys have really small heads on them, and that's exactly what we want. So I'm just going to go ahead and assemble my box using these nails and a hammer. Now once you've got your box fully assembled, you just want to set those nails down farther into the wood. The proper tool for this job is using a nail set, which is what I will be using, but if you don't have one of these already, or you don't want to go out and buy one of these, then you can just simply use another nail to do the same thing. So you'll just position your nail set on the head of each one of your nails and give it a little tap with your hammer to bury those nails down further into your wood. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that to each one of my nails. Now the next step, you want to hide those nail holes by filling each one with some wood filler. Now that we're fully finished with assembly, before we do anything else, we'll just want to drill some pilot holes for our handles. So just position your handles wherever you want, trace the holes, and I just double check that my holes are level by using a measuring tape. And then use a very small drill bit to drill those holes. Now don't drill them all the way through. You just want to drill about halfway. Just make sure that it doesn't come out the other side, because you don't want that showing on the other side. Next, you just want to sand and soften all of your edges and corners and anything like that, because we want to make this drawer look less new. We want to make it look older and worn and a lot more rustic. At the same time, you want to make sure to sand and level off any of that wood filler that we use on our nail holes. Then you want to use whatever tools or items to just bang and scratch this up real well. So we want to make it look like it's had a lot of use. Once you're satisfied with how much you've gotten this box beaten and sanded and worn, it's time to stain it. So you want to stain it with a very dark stain using a clean rag, and you want to apply the stain very, very liberally because you really want it to soak into the wood. So once you've got your entire box covered inside and outside and even underneath, you're just going to let your stain soak in for about 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes, you're going to use a clean rag and you're just going to wipe away any of that excess stain all over the box. And now you just have to let your stain dry for about 6 hours. Now I have to say, this box looks pretty darn good just like this with the stain. It looks so awesome and so rustic. So if you'd like, you can just leave it wood if you'd rather that type of look and attach your handles. But if you want to continue and make your box look the same as mine, what we're going to do is apply some white paint all over. I'm just using white latex paint that I used on my walls here, but you can use acrylic paint or chalk paint or anything that you'd like. Once your paint is applied all over, inside and out and on the bottom, you don't want to let it dry fully. You're just going to start distressing at this point. It's much easier and you get really great results when the paint isn't fully dried. So I'm going to first start distressing using a damp paper towel, and then I'm going to follow up with some sandpaper. Now once I've got that distressed all over the way that I like to go back and forth with my paint and then distress until I get it to look the way that I really want. So I want some places to have a lot of paint and some places for that dark stained wood to be showing through. So I'm just going back and forth with paint and distressing until I'm satisfied with the look. Once I am happy with the look, I'm going to wipe my entire box down with a tack cloth to get rid of any dust, anything like that. And then finally, I'm going to attach a handle to each side, and that's pretty much it. So let's take a look at the final product. And here it is. It looks really awesome. So now the final step is to fill it with any bottles or jars or anything like that that you'd like to use, and then add some flowers or foliage or whatever you'd like to have in your centerpiece.
Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. As I said, I hope you guys really liked it. I am really excited about this one. And don't forget, just before I go, I just wanted to mention that if you want a decor that's a little bit more Christmassy or whatever, you can add some red berries or whatever to it. Just add a little bit more color and make it a little bit more Christmassy. But it's also great, obviously, to change out for any time of year, any season, any holiday, or anything like that. So that is one of the reasons why I really love this sort of rustic looking drawer box centerpiece. So I guess that's it. I hope you guys have a super awesome day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!